Curious to see if you would pass the PL-900 if you took it today? Well, stick around with us and find out.
Before we begin, if you are interested in learning more about the Power Platform, please go to prag.works/Matt40 where you will get 40% off our on-demand learning subscription, which has access to over 100 different courses. Let's get on to the video.
I'm Allison Gonzalez. I'm a Microsoft certified trainer here at Pragmatic Works, and I am joined by
Matt Peterson, another Microsoft certified trainer here at Pragmatic Works.
And today we are going to be using our Cert XP program here on our on-demand learning platform to go through the PL-900. Now it is important to do this because it is one thing to know all of the content that an exam covers, but it's another thing to know the structure of the exam. I would say it could be just as if not more important to know that. So, Matt, tell us a little bit about your background. What do you do here at Pragmatic Works?
So I started off in the Power BI world, then I moved over into more of the Power Platform, Power Automate, Power Apps, Copilot Studio. I've been doing it now for a little bit over 4 years, but I wasn't in this world to begin with. I was a former educator, 16 years teaching math, and then came on over here to try something else out, fell in love with it, and I've learned a lot. And through that learning journey, we have to pass these certification exams, which back in the day, they're hard. They still are hard. There wasn't a lot of resources, materials to try to get you knowing what's on the exam. Like you can be a Power Platform developer and know your craft, but when you have to take an exam where they're doing specific topics and things that you just haven't dived into, the exam can be kind of hard. And so what I love about our program here is we kind of demystified the test, and hopefully with this Cert XP, we will be able to help other people pass these examinations, help them put that on their resume, maybe get bonuses at their jobs. And so hopefully this is gonna be really helpful.
I love that. And we here use it to pass exams too. So if we're prepping for something and we don't have the cert yet, we come on here and we study. So let's dive in. We're gonna take a look now at what our Cert XP platform looks like. So if you have never gone over there, you can head on over there with us. You can sign up for a membership. We'll have that linked below so you can easily click over there and follow along with us if you also want to do these questions. Now, we're on our on-demand learning platform, and over here we have a special section just for Cert XP because we have hundreds of classes on our platform and hours of training, but our Cert XP is specifically designed for exam questions. Now, you can see here as we scroll through, we've got a bunch and we're adding new ones every single month. We're going to be focused on this first one right here, the Power Platform Fundamentals. This is the PL-900 exam. So I'm going to click on Start, and I'm so excited to show you this. It is such a fun place to be and fun place to learn. So the way that this is structured is over on the left side of the page, you will see different sections. Now, as we go through these sections, and I'll scroll down, you can see there's a lot here to cover. These sections, we don't just make these up. These are all based off of the actual content that is on that exam. So for the Power Platform exam, we can see that we have 6 different sections. Describe the business value of Microsoft Power Platform. That's 20 to 25%. So you can see that out of these sections, things have different percentage amounts, and that means we're going to give you more questions for the things that are on more of the exam. We're basing our questions exactly off of what Microsoft is going to test you on. Now, Matt.
Yes?
You may be wondering why we have some waffles in front of us.
I was really wondering why, because some of these other ones...
It's the new decor, right?
Okay. I thought we were just going to give me some breakfast this morning.
You are welcome to eat it. I will tell you I did heat them up, so it might be a little chilly. Okay. But I want you to save your appetite because I've got a little challenge for you. As we go through, every question that you get wrong here on our Cert XP, we're going to do one level. If you got a question wrong, you have to go to Waffle House. For every wrong question, you're there for an hour.
What?
Now, you may be worried because you're like, Allison, a section has like 10 questions. What if I get all 10 wrong? I'm not going to sit at Waffle House for 10 hours. That is right. I don't think we're going to get paid to do that. So, when you're at Waffle House, if you eat a waffle, you can deduct an hour of your time.
So if I miss 3 questions out of these 10, I have to sit there for 3 hours, but you're telling me for every waffle I eat, you're going to deduct an hour.
Exactly.
Sign me up. I love waffles.
Okay, so don't eat these frozen ones.
No.
Wait for some Waffle House.
All right.
Get excited.
Let's do it.
I mean, I will say, you are a fantastic Power Platform trainer. Everyone that's been in your classes or watched your videos will attest to this. So you might not get any wrong, but we'll see, because that's the thing with these exams, right? You might have all the knowledge, but these questions can be a little bit tricky sometimes.
They definitely can be tricky. I'll tell you, I didn't get 100% when I took the exam the first time, right? So I'm definitely probably going to miss a few questions here and there. So we'll see. We'll see.
Let's dive in, see what we can do. So when you get started here, we are taking a look on our Cert XP screen. You can see essentially you're going to be moving up through all of these levels. And I can't skip ahead and just be like, well, let's take this level, right? I need to be able to work through everything. Now, the great thing with the way that we've structured this exam is that as you go through the different levels and as you learn different information, it's a lot. So we don't want you to forget what you've already covered. So we're going to be introducing and throwing some of those old questions that you previously answered right back in. So that way you're going to constantly be refreshing that knowledge. It's going to stay top of mind. And that way by the time you finish this, you are ready to take and ace that PL-900 exam.
We also make sure to show those questions you miss quite more frequently when we spiral those in, which I love.
That's right,
because
yeah.
if you missed it once, you get it right. Like I say, oh, let's give it to you again 2 levels later just to make sure you don't forget that.
Exactly.
I love that part of the program.
You ready?
I'm ready. Let's see what we got.
Started. So here is our first question. Now on our Cert XP platform, we can even have this read to us, or of course you can read the question yourself. There's this fun little animated character who will read the question for you if you would prefer that for each of these questions. But you get me, so I'm gonna read it for you. So our first question is, what is the purpose of Dataverse for Teams within Microsoft Teams?
Beautiful. I think you gave me a layup question. We got a layup question to start with.
Right.
So the purpose of Dataverse for Teams. So I got 4 options here. And what I'm thinking here is Teams, we use it to build out, we can build out applications, we can build out bots, we can also do flows in Teams. Outside of just regular traditional Dataverse. So I'm going with the second option there, Allison. I'm
Right.
feeling confident.
So we're gonna building custom apps, bots, and flows in Teams.
Let's do it.
All right, let's submit that answer. Nice job, good job. All righty.
Now, what is this thing?
Yes, so this feature I love inside of Cert XP, and it's so helpful, and this is our quick coach feature. So whether you get the question right or wrong, you are gonna get a little quick description of what the question is, why this is the right answer. Because it's one thing, again, to just see the question structure, see the answer, and be like, all right, I can memorize this, but we wanna know the why behind what we're doing.
Perfect.
So you can have this fun little video. A trainer will kind of just explain to you why building custom apps, bots, and flows in Teams, or whatever your answer is the correct one.
All right. No waffles yet.
All right, next question. A business wants to develop an application by using Microsoft Power Platform. The application should be able to send invoices to clients. You need to automate the process of sending invoices. What should you use?
Context clues here. Context clues here. Sometimes in the Microsoft exams, they give you some really good context clues to help you eliminate answer choices. It's a test-taking strategy. I taught it as a math teacher as well. So with that, I'm definitely going to go with Power Automate, and I'm not going to have to eat a waffle.
Okay, let's go first. So we got Power Automate, submit answer.
Yes.
2 for 2, you're doing good. So we can see Power BI is used to create powerful analytics. That's not it. Power Virtual Agents used to create intelligent chatbots. So that's not it. Power Automate is used to create automation solutions.
I love it.
Let's go question 3. You are acing it so far. All right, which challenge does the Power Platform address according to the provided information? Let me read these for you. So options are increased cost for custom application development, decreased workforce expectations, lack of demand for applications, slow implementation of minor changes, or limited integration options.
This is a tough one. Which challenge does it address? So the challenge here, so I'm thinking like which one of these is the Power Platform going to be the most useful for compared to traditional development? I'm going to go with increased cost for custom application development.
Well, let's find out if that is right, because this is a little bit tricky, this one. So let's submit. Ooh,
Ooh, I'm feeling good, Allison. I'm feeling good.
Good job. All right. So we know this is right because the information explicitly states that building custom applications is time consuming and expensive, making option B the correct choice.
All right.
Alrighty. Moving on. Our next question. How does the Power BI tab in Microsoft Teams enhance collaboration and reporting?
Ooh.
So as a Power BI trainer, this one is right in my wheelhouse. Let's see if you get this because you haven't been in the Power BI world.
I have not been in the Power BI world in recent times. So Power BI is all about visuals. So I'm going to go with embed visuals inside my Dynamics 365 apps.
Okay, let's take a look. Ooh. So the Power BI app or the Power BI tab in Teams, it's support for reports. It's great because when you're inside of the Power BI app, it's essentially like having the Power BI service right there inside of Teams.
I read too much into it. I mean, that should have been an easy question.
And that's why it's so good to prep these. So we're going to take a look at our waffle counter. You're going to be at Waffle House for 1 hour or one waffle, your choice.
All right. Redemption. All right. Let's see what we got next.
All right. How does Power Virtual Agents contribute to reducing the workload of agents in customer service within Dynamics 365? And you've got 4 options here.
Embedding visuals. Definitely not embedding visuals. I knew that one. Custom apps, create external facing sites. Ooh. Options 2 and options 3 look like the best ones here.
They do.
But I know with Power Virtual Agents, which are now called co-pilots, it was all about letting internal employees or external customers ask questions so that you don't have to, bug Julie. Hey, Julie, how do I put in my expense report? Yeah. I don't want to bug her. I want to get the answer quickly. So I think it's going to be that third option there.
Okay, let's go with 3. Submit our answer. Nice. So we can see Power Virtual Agents helped answer specific customer questions and deflect cases away from agents to reduce their workflow.
Perfect.
Very nice. Can you talk a little bit more about the renaming of Power Virtual Agents to co-pilots?
Yeah, it can be
It
can be very tricky. Back in the day, they were called Power Virtual Agents, or people would call them as chatbots. They revamped the whole system. They put a lot more generative AI, so you don't have to make all the conversation yourself. They'll make the conversation for you using AI. It can now query data as well, so you can have files uploaded, data in Dataverse tables, and I could just put in something like which one of our companies has given us the most money in terms of contracts, and it will go and find that record for us. And now I could go and look for it on my own, but why not use a chatbot if they can give me the answers? Kind of like I like to call a mini chat GPT, just for your specific use case.
That's so cool. All right, let's check our next question. You wish to read handwritten data out of a form for processing. Which Power Platform component must you use to accomplish this?
Ooh.
Got the Copilot Studio we were just talking about, AI Builder, Power BI, Power Automate.
I think Power Automate here. I'm thinking Power Automate.
Okay,
I'm between that and AI Builder.
Let's take a look. Oh, you were, it's that gut instinct, that AI Builder. And you get the little feeling where you're like, oh, it could be
I
this.
should have gone with the gut, and that's true. We would be using the Power Automate program, but specifically in there, we're going to have to use AI Builder inside of that, or inside of our Power Apps as well. Whew, all right.
So we're adding another one.
Add another one up there.
Next question. A business uses Microsoft Power Platform. You need to enable users to ask questions with natural language phrases and be able to create support requests with those phrases. Which 2 Microsoft Power Platform components should you use? So we get to pick 2. We got our basics, Power BI, Power Automate.
Okay, so I see that keyword natural language phrases, and that is what co-pilots work with, formerly Power Virtual Agents. So I'm definitely going to pick that one to start with. And then the next thing it says, I need to able to create the support request with those phrases. So that is, I think I know it, because what we can do with co-pilots, well, let me see if I get the answer right before I even explain the wrong thing. Will you select Power Automate there for me as well?
Got it. All right, let's submit and see what we got.
Ooh.
So our answers were Power BI and Power Virtual Agents or Copilot. So let's look at this explanation. We can kind of talk through why this works. So the QA feature in Power BI dashboards allows users to ask questions of their data using natural language, and it creates new visualizations based on those questions and data. Second part, Power Virtual Agent chatbots can understand the phrases supplied by users in natural language and can determine the topic and conversation to be used to respond to the users.
All right.
So,
missed it again. Oh, good
so
gosh.
what are we at? 3?
I think we're at 3 now.
3 hours here or 3 waffles?
3 hours now.
You can do a combo too. Like, you might do 2 hours of waffle.
Okay.
An hour, 2 waffles.
Those are big waffles too.
They are.
House.
We got like little ones, but those waffles are the size of your face.
All right. Let's try another one.
Let's see how we go. All right. What is the primary purpose of Power Pages in the Power Platform?
Okay. This one I feel really good about. Automated workflows, no. Power Automate, scalable data platforms. I think that is the distractor there, because with Power Pages you can make them very scalable. You can do that a lot with all the Power Platform. So I think that's too generic.
Okay.
Develop custom apps. Power Page is an application, but I think I want to go with host and administer external facing business websites. Let's see here.
Yes, nice job there.
Right.
Power Pages. Talk to us about Power Pages.
Yeah, I think that was the most detailed one, because with Power Pages, this is where you can get around licensing. So when you make an app, you can only share Canvas apps and model-driven apps. You can only share it with internal users at your organization. So everyone needs a license to use your app. However, with Power Pages, you can have internal people use at your organization, and you can have external customers as well. And they don't have to have licenses to use it. So you might go, well, why doesn't everyone just use a Power Page? Well, you still have to pay a fee for the app to be hosted by month.
Of course.
And you decide how many users do you want to log in. You can authenticate in, you can be anonymous users, you can expose your data in Dataverse. So that's why that was the most detailed answer. The other ones were a little bit too generic there. It's all about knowing test-taking strategies. Although I've missed 3 already, so I shouldn't try to tout myself here.
That's why it's good for practice. And hey, when you get to those next levels, we're going to bring those ones right back so you'll see them again. What is the main function of Power Apps within the Power Platform? Ooh, this is kind of vague. It's a big question.
Yep, but it's vague. But what I like here is the external facing business websites. That would be for your Power Pages.
Right.
We can get rid of that one automatically. Chatbots, well, that's not going to be a Power App. Although you can embed copilots inside of your Power applications. Pretty cool thing.
But not the main function.
But not the main function. So I'm going to go with the big thing we tout with Power Apps, rapid low-code custom apps.
You are right. And they are. They are so easy to build.
Thankfully,
do it in minutes.
Yes. Thankfully, as a former teacher, I was able to learn to do it, not have to go and learn coding. I could just build it with a little bit of formula language, but it wasn't too difficult. Very Excel-like.
And what I love too with the CertXP platform is that while we have all of this test prep, we also have hours and hours and hours of classes to back this up. So when you take this and you're like, I'm just not, like, I keep getting this area wrong, you can go head over, take a full class on that topic to really help you understand what's going on.
And the other cool thing is with these, I thought as well, CertXP is great, but then when you get a question wrong and we give a quick coach video and explanation, if you're still like, I don't know quite enough, you can always start to research that on your own. But now you know this is part of their test.
Exactly.
I can go get some extra details.
This is where I'm a little weak in that area.
And I can really prepare for that with our ODL and just your own research.
Awesome. All right, we're getting close to the end of this. What does the Power Platform Admin Center's analytics section provide information about? So what are you going to see in that analytics section?
So the analytics section, so the resources section I think is going to be our capacity statistics, user license details, that's going to be in our admin center, but this is the analytics section, so I'm going to go with Dataverse Analytics. Okay. But a lot of these things you can all, I know, let's go, don't pick on my wrong one, don't you, I'm going to give you a waffle if you pick the wrong answer for me.
I got you.
Okay.
Dataverse Analytics, let's see. You are right. Good thing I got your right answer here. But yeah, that analytics section in the Power Platform Admin Center provides those details, like those Dataverse Analytics. All right. How does the Power BI tab in Microsoft Teams enhance collaboration and reporting?
Look at that. What does that say right there?
This is your redemption question.
So that's that spiraling review in there. And this would also show up in my next level as well if I miss this. And make sure to pop it in.
Yep.
So I shouldn't miss this time, so it's not embed visuals. This one is the allow users to share interactive Power BI content in Teams.
Nailed it.
Yoo-hoo.
Nice job. All right, got another redemption question. You wish to read handwritten data out of a form for processing. Which Power Platform component must you use to accomplish this?
AI Builder.
We got it. We nailed it this time around. Let's see. Ending it out with another one. A business uses Microsoft Power Platform. You need to enable users to ask questions with natural language phrases and be able to create support requests with those phrases. Which 2 Power Platform components should you use?
That's going to be our Power Virtual Agents and Power BI.
There we go. You rocked this level. All right, you did it. You passed a level. How do you feel?
Feel good. Less stressed now, but
Yeah.
how many waffles is that again?
You have 3. So
3 waffles.
we can also go through. We have our recap screen at the end of every section. So you can see what you scored on that section, how long you were there. It stores your progress. So next time you hop in, you're ready for the next level. And then you get to review all of the questions. So that way, you can spend some time looking at all the ones, of course, that you got right. Pat yourself on the back for that. If you were kind of on the fence with any, you kind of picked between 2 and you kind of guessed, you can kind of go back and review that to make sure you really know why it's correct. And then, of course, it also shows the incorrect ones, so you can get all reviewed. So that way, if you do see these kind of spiraled back in, added in later levels, you're going to nail it next time.
Perfect. And I can always go back and review these questions too. I can just go back to my level and start fresh again. It'll be a whole new batch of questions from the question bank and everything. So if I'm not feeling still super confident, I'm like, let me just do it again. Just keep practicing.
Right on back. So we can go return to our map. We're right back here in our journey notes. So you have a nice little check mark here for level 1, and we are ready to go, ready to take off, blast off with our little rocket ship into level 2 the next time we get back here.
Right.
But Matt, are you ready? How do you feel? Did you eat some breakfast this morning? Are you ready for some waffles?
I skipped breakfast this morning, actually.
Perfect.
So that's a good thing.
Plenty of room for your 3 waffles. So that's the thing. So you're going to go head over to Waffle House.
Mm-hmm.
You get 3 hours on the clock. For every waffle you eat, you get an hour deducted.
All right.
But I'm feeling a little generous. We've also got stuff to do today, so I can't really afford to have you out for 3 hours. So if you go and pass another level, I'll deduct an hour off your time.
Beautiful. So I'll pass another level, eat 2 waffles. That's a good day.
There you go.
That's
Can
a good
I come
day.
with?
For sure, come with.
That was a lot of waffles.
It
a lot
was.
of syrup. And a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Could have been worse. I don't think anyone else is probably going to be doing these Waffle House challenges as they're doing their Certex
Listen,
XP, but
I would take waffles over hot sauce any day of the
I
week.
would too. I would too. Well, this was a lot of fun. Hopefully that other people find the use of using Certex XP. Like I said, and Allison, you wish that we had this when we first started
for
here.
sure.
Would have helped making and passing these tests a lot less stressful for us. Knowing the test is always going to be key.
It is. Even if you know the knowledge, even if you've done it for years, knowing the structure of the exam and actually what type of questions are going to be asked, so helpful to go in prepared and have an easy test day.
Perfect. Well, it was fun. Thank you, Allison, for all the waffles.
Jay.
And thanks for paying, too.
Great job. Don't forget, like this video, of course. That way more videos like this can pop up on your screen. Also, please subscribe to our channel. We are putting out 3 to 4 videos every week about content on the Microsoft Power Platform, and we hope that you will join us here. Also, we've got some codes and some links down below. That way you can join us over on Cert XP and polish up your learning skills.